Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Tuesday to you. Hi guys, it's April from MamaLovesFood.com and DinnerHero.com. I'm sorry. My kids have stolen my iPad. I don't know where they put it. I don't know what they did with it. So we've got the weird camera situation happening again. But it is what it is. We're here. I have 3 points of order today. Oh, by the way, first of all, mental health number in the comments, please. 1 is low, 10 is high. I'm going to go with like a 5.5, 6 today. You know, I feel like I'm kind of always middle of the road, but that's just how I feel. And if you see someone below a 5, please, please, please reach out to them. Let them know you're thinking of them. Hi, Miss Andrea. How are you? Andrea's also a 5/6. It's kind of the theme today, maybe. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? Oh, nice cool day. I'm so jealous. It's so gross out here. So gross. I'm in Florida, in case you didn't know. So buttons. I know. That's so annoying. Somebody said that to me once, and I literally cannot get it out of my head. Roxanne is a 7. That's a great number. Colleen, good morning. 5 start radiation. We are giving you high five and hugs and all the support we can send. So 3 points of order today. First is I hit the snooze button on my alarm clock like 6 times, which is something I never, ever, ever do. I'm just not a snooze button hitter. I either will turn the alarm clock off completely and let myself sleep until I feel like I don't need it anymore, or I will just get up. Those are my like 2 always. And there's a piece of hair tickling me and I keep thinking it's like an ant or something. I hit my alarm clock or my snooze button today, so I was very out of character. So anyway, I'm running weirdly behind. And as such, I did not do any new links, so all the links are from yesterday. I did not look up any new like this or that, so you're gonna have to help me with that. Diana's a 7. Point of order number 2. I know I said there were 3. I'm not sure I'll remember all 3. Point of order number 2. Oh, I remember what the second one was. I put on shoes today, you guys, and not like my flip-flops. Look at these cute shoes. I was starting to worry that my feet would forget what shoes were, like real shoes, not just slides. So I did that, and I'm maybe a little bit regretting it because my feet need to feel this claustrophobic. I don't know, but I just love shoes. And they're cute. I bought those, I'm pretty sure they're from Walmart, maybe Target. And I bought them because I normally travel a lot to cool climates for work. And Florida is clearly not a cool climate. So I needed some shoes, and I'm a very, 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 very light packer, like super duper light packer. So anyway, I needed something that, I think I just did the wrong thing. What did I do? I needed something that I could fit in my, my very tiny bag as a second pair of shoes, because sometimes when you're walking in the snow or rain, they get wet, and then you don't want to wear wet shoes if it's cold. So anyway, I bought those, and I've only gotten to wear them once. And, I wore them when I was in New York City in January, right before the big giant COVID strike. So I thought I'd wear them today. When we get off, I'm going to go ahead and crank my AC super high and enjoy my shoes. Hi, Mom. Point of order number 3. This one's gross. I think there's a dead mouse in the camper, guys, and I'm really upset about it. I'm not going to lie. I came into the camper this morning, and I was like, what is that smell? It smelled really, really bad. I thought maybe it was the septic, because we have, so there's a holding tank under, so there's a bathroom. It's like a full regular bathroom, and there's a septic or a holding tank for black water, which is poo, under the camper, and then we have it fed into our buried septic tank, right? And then what you do is, once a week or so, you drain the holding tank into the permanent septic tank, and then you do a flush on it, and it's fine. It doesn't smell. It's great, right? The only time it smells is like if you forget to empty it when you go out of town for a little bit, which we've definitely done. But anyway, that's not what happened, right? So yesterday I did the weekly drain, flushed it, whatever, it was fine. So when I came into my camper this morning and it smelled, I was like, maybe I didn't fully drain it. Like maybe something went wrong there. I don't know. So I did another flush and it drained fine. I was like, I don't know what's going on. So then I look behind the toilet, you guys. I look behind the toilet and there's definitely mouse droppings. And on top of that, so that in and of itself would not make me think there's a dead mouse. But on top of that, there was, so I always keep roach traps in the camper because I'm in Florida and this is, the camper's in the back corner of a, of our lot, and it's there's lots of trees and it's a little bit wooded. So, in Florida, every time it rains, you get palmetto bugs and, you know, ants and stuff. So anyway, I always keep roach bait in the camper just to make sure that we don't get a roach infestation, which has worked very well. It's been fantastic. I mean, it's been great that I'm not, like, you know, swimming in roaches is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so there was a roach trap that was literally eaten, like chewed up and eaten, and looked like it had been gnawed by a mouse. So what I'm thinking happened is a mouse got in and the poop was right next to the eaten trap. And it's like right by where the plumbing comes in. So I'm wondering if it was like a little mouse that snuck in, ate the roach trap and pooped a little and then like crawled back into one of the crevices and died in there. It's so bad. I have to keep the door closed right now. Like, it smells really bad in there. Anyway, so after this live, Wes is going to come in and take the bathroom apart and try and find the mouse. Well, especially like right now when we're trying to fix the camper up so that we can actually use it as a camper. Go figure. But at least we're like working all the kinks out. I don't know. So, well, the nice thing about not being on my iPad is I can show you stuff. So I will show you. I'm not going in that bathroom right now, I'll tell you that much. But my office is a disaster, which gives me a lot of anxiety. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not like a crazy clean person, but I'm a neat person. Like, everything needs to be in its place, you know, shelves and cabinets and stuff. So my office is giving me a lot of stress right now. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a tour. So this is where we tore out there was originally a bed here, and then we tore the bed out a long time ago, but there were still cabinets around which I used for storage, and I had this set up as and I had a desk over here for, you know, if a friend came over and worked, or if I had an assistant come sometimes. And I had a little lounge area, and there was like a tea corner over here. Anyway, so we've decided we're gonna make this the bunk room. So you can see where I've taped off the floor. There's gonna be a bunk here. There's going to be a pull out here for my youngest. And I know it looks short, but it's measured. It's much taller than him. And then there's going to be a second bunk here. But we need to get a new battery for the camper first. And then I'm going to paint the whole thing. Have you guys ever, thanks Colleen. Have any of you ever painted a camper before? I've been reading a lot about it. And apparently you have to use a special type of primer. It's called sticky primer. Kills makes one, and then one other company makes one. And then you can paint it. So I think I'm just going to do bright white because it's very dark in here. And let me give you the view from this side. I'm just telling you, this view, you think that view gave me stress? This view gives me even more stress because sometimes this back room would get a little bit messy and I would just close the curtain because there's a I don't know if you can see it, like there's a curtain separator here. I would close the curtain and then ignore it until I got around to cleaning it. But this side where I work, love you, Miss Colleen, where I work, I always kept very clean and neat and nice because that's what I need in my life, right? Thank you, Rhonda. I'm pretty sure these are paparazzi. So I had to move my like storage stuff from the other side onto this side. So I've got like an extra computer. I've got my little exercise thing. I've got 2 extra computers actually. I mean, it's just a hot dang mess and it's giving me a lot of anxiety. But anyway, so that's my little camper tour. I know a lot of you have asked for updates on what is happening on the camper. So that's what's happening. We've got mice and mess. But Wes is supposed to pick up the battery either tomorrow or maybe this afternoon even. And then once that's installed and we know that the electrical is working right, because right now since the battery died, some of the electrical is not online and we're hoping it's just the battery. So once we know that's good, I can go ahead and start priming and painting, and then we've I already drew up the plans for the bunks, which I'm super excited about, and then he's going to start building them in. And then we found a plot. So those of you who are familiar with Florida, Homosassa Springs is on the west coast, and it's there's a Homosassa River, and then the springs feed into the river, and it's a beautiful area. Anyway, so I found a few places that we could maybe tow the RV over there, and pretty secluded. So I think that's what we're gonna try and do. We're gonna probably wait until it cools off a little bit though, because it's just ungodly hot right now, and I don't want to be running the camper air 24/7. But I also don't want to be like a sticky, uncomfortable mess. So, yeah. I wish we felt comfortable towing the camper and or had a vehicle that was big enough and strong enough to comfortably tow the camper. Like technically our passenger van can tow the camper, but it's like right at the weight limit, and it's a huge van, and then this is a 27-foot long camper. Like that's just outside of our comfort zone. Carrie says, random question, April, luxury camper or holiday house? Probably holiday house, because for the exact reason that I'm talking about, we don't like the idea of towing campers. And the problem becomes either with so many people, once you set up, like you're not going anywhere, right? And we're not towing a car on a camper, and we're not towing a camper with a car. So it just becomes a little bit problematic. So I would say now, third option would be souped up van that you could sleep in. Maybe one that's be really cool. You know, it'd be so cool. This is what I want to see. I want to see like something that, so we have the passenger van, right? I want to see something that has like a tent that comes off the passenger van that, like, I don't know, makes it more livable. Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing. Christine says, good morning, I'm a 5, just in between, not in a bad way. Yeah, that's about where I am too. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the possibility of the mouse has brought me down. There you go. Andrew says third option, both. Yeah. I mean, look, if we're just talking big numbers, can I just tell you, a friend of mine, Mom says RV with a garage for the car. How big of an RV are you driving that it's got a garage for a car in it, Mom? Holy moly. No, thank you. I want to be able, this is the thing. I love the mountains, right? Like I'll take mountains over beach every day of the week. So I need something that I'm comfortable driving in the mountains. And right now I am comfortable driving our passenger van in the mountains. But I don't think I am comfortable driving anything bigger than our passenger van in the mountains. So maybe like a slightly bigger version of our passenger van, but not really anything. Andrew says, my mom is a big dreamer. Love her. She is a big dreamer. She is a big dreamer. So, Gertrude says, are you giving up your office? No, I'm not giving up my office. So the desk that I'm sitting at will stay here. The bed behind me, or the couch behind me, converts into a bed. So I will just, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move so I used to have shelves in the room that's turning into the bunk room with my work stuff. And instead I'm just going to put it neatly in bins, so that, and it'll stay here, but then when we use it as a camper, I'll just be able to move the bins into the house for that period of time. And I'll just bring my computer and lock it in the house, when we travel. So, no, Mom says they have the back where you pull the car into. Yes, I'm very familiar with what you're talking about. And you understand that a car is very big, which means you would have to have a massive RV to be able to pull a car into the RV and still have space. And I don't think I want to drive anything that big. Not to mention, it would have to be a vehicle that would drive, or I'd be able to drive 7 people in. So we're talking like a lot of space. Anyway, guys, I know today wasn't super interesting, but thanks for hanging out. You're awesome. I'm gonna get back to work, and I'm gonna light a candle in here because it kind of smells like a dead mouse. You're the best. Talk to you soon.